Hello and welcome everybody out there in Twitch and D&D land to the newest session of the Tales of Exandria, the Tal'Dorei campaign. Now, before we jump into the action, let me just reiterate once again, if you'd like to join some of our games or our fantastic community, please consider joining our fantastic Patreon. Once you jump on there, you'll be added into our Discord server that is meant for the Patreon only, and you'll be able to interact with me, the other players, and other players that you don't even get to meet outside of the Discord itself because their games aren't streamed because they don't want that. If you'd like to support us by some other means, please consider following us on any of our media outlets. All of that's in the link in the description below. You can go to our YouTube and remember to like, subscribe, all of that fun jazz. Give us a comment as well. Really do appreciate it. It helps us out a lot. And, well, if YouTube starts popping off, then it looks like I'll be putting more effort into it so that, people can stay entertained. People can enjoy themselves. But, anyways, everybody, let us discuss what happened last session. Where last we left off, the party had just completed an extensive bit of downtime. Almost a full year has transpired since the fall of Vorvik, the transformation of Dorzin, and the loss of Prissa. A few of the party members went their separate ways to seek things that some people in the party just were not looking for as much. Through a tedious amount of research, thanks to Ace and thanks to Dorzin, you were able to discern that there might be creatures who understand how to break the curse that Vorvik finds himself in right now, which would also allow you to free Prissa from having to sit beside him for the rest of eternity. So, you went to Wildmount to go pursue this, even joined in the preliminaries for the Slayer's Takes joining. Not Wildmount. Shit, not Wildmount. The other one. Vasselheim. That's what it is. Even joining the Slayer's Take to hopefully be able to gain favor with this ancient sphinx you discovered might be there, who could point you possibly in the right direction. Despite the fact that you are world-renowned and heroes in Tal'Dorei, the Slayer's Take, they don't allow people just to join off of merit or off of word of mouth. You have to prove your worth to them. You have to prove that you deserve everything that you have. And as such, you have to complete one of the hunting tasks that would be expected of you as a member of the Take itself. You were given 3 proctors, individuals who work together sometimes, or maybe not at all. Don't know. You guys don't really talk to them yet. Where they will be evaluating you, watching you, and are not to interfere with the job that you are doing if they don't want to. You are told of a giant blue flying creature, rumored to be a dragon, but nobody quite really knows what it is, that's been terrorizing some of the offset villages in the far north of Vasselheim. So, you've completed 1 full day of journeying into the tundra. You found a little cavern with a few dead bodies inside of it, individuals who have died from hypothermia, or so you all presume, after inspecting the bodies at least. You all laid down for camp. Ace put up a beautiful dome of protection, and well, morning rolled around. We begin with Kuma cooking meat over a fire.
Going to be cooking some of them owlbear steaks from last session.
Owlbear steaks, yeah.
The ones that looked like real fillets that you couldn't tell.
Did you at least remember to salt them this time so we could have some jerky for the road?
Of course I remember to salt them. What do you take me for?
You don't want me to answer that.
Meh.
Good morning, everyone. It's a regular response. I expected nothing less.
morning,
Yeah.
morning, Mary.
Yep. By the way, Mary, now that you're up, go with the pup and do the morning her morning exercises. And Sylvan pulls out a rubber ball for Mary.
I thought you said you were going to take care of it yourself. I mean, it's your pup.
She's her own pup. Isn't that right?
You look at her still chewing on a bone.
Oh well, fine. I'll go and throw some balls.
Hey, pup. Mary's gonna go exercise with you.
After breakfast.
Breakfast! Yes! More fat.
Make a nice fatty piece of meat, and after it's cooked, and toss it her way.
And she just devours it within seconds.
Never have told her the more fat she eats, the more that you're gonna throw that ball for her.
I like both of these things.
You know, Sylvan, I'm perfectly capable of deciding for my own how long I want to throw these balls for. I mean, I could throw it once, I could throw it thrice, and you could never tell.
Yes, because you're so experienced handling these balls.
Well, as I said, I thought you'd be used to handling your own balls, but as you delegated it to me, then... Hey, I didn't start this.
Well, you better stop this sort of conversation before the new blood to get the wrong ideas about what we're talking about.
Too late.
Yep.
Jared, I'm going
Yeah,
to walk
okay,
to the mouth of the cave and take a look out at the sky and just kind of glance around, see if I can see if there was extra snow, if there's any tracks near us, if there's anything in the sky flying.
Roll a perception check, please.
Dorzen, have you ever came across or like fought a dragon before?
27?
We'll get to that. He's asking questions.
I have met a dragon once.
Oh, was it a good experience?
They didn't sink the boat. So I'd say that's a good experience.
Yeah, it sounds pretty positive. Like nobody got hurt, right? It was. Did he just see it, or did he talk to it, or?
It's a long time ago. Let me think. Wait, no, I think I would remember talking to a dragon. I don't think the captain talked to the dragon. I did not talk to the dragon.
The captain would make frequent offerings, and the dragon would abide.
Well, that's interesting.
If I remember anything, the color of the dragon determines on how reasonable it is.
What does blue mean?
Would you like to roll a nature check?
Yes, I was about to ask. Thank you.
I would also like to roll a nature check, unless this is a private conversation. They're not like
19.
With
Jimmy
your
doesn't-
passive, private doesn't matter.
No, Jimmy does not do anything, Brett. Let's
also
be clear.
But blue dragons were the saddest of the dragons.
Go in the corner. In the
Um,
corner with you.
Is that true? Do they really? I've never seen a dragon cry. Do they?
Dragon
Well,
may cry.
you might be
Sorry.
you might become close enough to find out. So make sure you ask them while we back up.
Sylvan, I mean, dragons all have their own aspects and qualities depending on the heritage that they have. Blue dragons in particular are not that commonly known, at least up in this territory. Typically, white dragons are seen up here, if ever at all. After the Chroma Conclave, there has been some residual small dragons, young dragons, but most of them have been hunted down very quickly, very efficiently, so that they would not grow too old and terrorize the territory. That is one point of pride that the Slayers has, that they have been hunting these dragons the moment they appear, and very efficiently. However, the highest kill count for dragons is still held for the past 80 years by one individual who, as a duo most of the time, managed to take out 13 dragons total.
Do I know the name of this individual?
Yes, Grog Strongjaw. And Pike Trickfoot. That's what they did with their retirement.
Well, that was the retirement package. Okay.
Hey, quick question. I do want to ask as well. News probably has gotten to Vasselheim that Pike Trickfoot is dead, right? Because like she set up the church here in Vasselheim.
Yes, but if you would care about that, maybe you would know. But yes, it is. The word has spread amongst the people who would care.
Yeah, so the way that I usually generalize it, if it's a color, a dragon, if it's metallic, it's not an asshole. If it's chromatic, it's an asshole. So get ready to deal with that.
Now, Dorzen, what you know. That statement is generally true. Because of the natural qualities they possess. Greed, pride. They're very vain creatures. They view smaller beings as lesser beings to them because to them, humans and humanoids are typically ants by the time they reach adulthood. However, blue dragons are more vain than other dragons. They care more about appearances. They care more about pretty things, expensive things for themselves. However, they're also typically from the desert. Not tundra.
Well, Ace, you have your work cut out for yourself. Start writing up your stand-up routine.
Yes, got a book here to start writing in.
I wonder what you get if you had like a green dragon and a blue dragon who mated. Would it be like a turquoise dragon, or
Dorzen, you might actually know the answer to that. Roll me a history check.
I was about to say, I've seen some weird stuff as a Fae.
I thought you were just gonna say weird stuff in general.
So 17.
Fae dragons. You don't fuck with Fae dragons.
Yeah.
They're small in size.
Do not mess around with fairy dragons.
Oh, is that what they're called?
Do not mess with Fae dragons.
I didn't say I was going to. I just threw out a hypothetical question.
First rule of Fae dragons. Indeed, Fae dragons.
Yes, I heard you.
Owlbear's ready.
So maybe it's sad because it's not in the desert. That would make sense.
If anything, it probably found something it can't move that it wants really badly.
Do you think there's anything like that around here? I mean, maybe in Vasselheim, but it doesn't sound like it's been around there. This Dalga place, do they have anything? like that they cherish, that they protect up there?
Who are you asking?
Gestures to the
Talking to
doctors.
Dorlan right now.
You gotta find that on your own.
Well, yeah,
Lovely.
I was curious if Dorlan knew anything about it.
I have never been to this continent before.
Yeah, I mean, I don't even know that much about Dalga. I've heard of it, but
I was too busy chewing on this jerky. What'd you ask?
the town that they saw the dragon by, was there anything like in the town? Anything of like importance that maybe the dragon would be attracted to?
Jero, should I do a check for that?
Have you spent time in Dalga?
Well, I mean, I've spent approximately 2 years in the Slayer's Take, so I would assume that at some point, like our adventures with it would have maybe passed by Dalga. Maybe not like.
Roll me a history check. You've probably, like, if you've been through Dalga, when you head this far north, towns are, there's like 10 people, 12, 13 people. They don't really matter that much to you in the first place, so why would you care to learn about their history?
It's a small town. I don't see any reason a dragon would stick around, but feel free to ask when we get there.
I go and put a plate down of owlbear steak in front of everyone. Like, eat up.
Thanks,
You're going to
Kumar.
need it.
That looks really good, actually.
Do I see anything? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Mary.
Oh, sorry. I just
Yeah,
said I'm going to start digging into the plate.
Good enough. Ace, back to you. You look outside. I mean, the snow has slowed its descent, and because it's such a wide open tundra, it just kind of flows down the terrain. It hasn't gathered up too high, too terribly high at least. Nothing exceptional, maybe a quarter of an inch, which could be blown away with the next blizzard, who knows. The trees don't seem to have any disturbance against them, considering your experience with larger beings and creatures. Yeah, you probably would have noticed. And there don't appear to be any notable tracks outside of the area or surrounding territory. However, on a 27, you do see black smoke very far on the horizon.
Is that to the north where we're headed, or off to
Northeast. Northeast.
Yeah. I'll walk back over to towards the fire. Well, I believe we should probably get heading out soon. I didn't see anything. It looks like we were being stalked. There's no fresh tracks or anything out there. The weather looks like we should probably go now. There is some black smoke to the northeast, so I'm assuming either a small town or a fire for some weird reason. So, but anyway, it's usually there could be something up that way.
Most likely.
I'm ready. I just gotta get a couple things.
Ready? So, you gather your things together, everybody. Take special care to be sure it's all handled properly.
Yep.
Tied down, closed.
So,
Get the horse.
then you all head out. I would like marching order, please.
Proctor's in the back.
I'm assuming Ace is going to be toward the front and up. elevated.
Dorzin's a tank, so he'll be like within moving distance, so maybe second or third.
Okay.
Jimmy is right behind him.
Kuma, watch the rear.
Yeah.
I know I have a nice one, but come on.
There's too many damn bards in this party.
I didn't make a horse's ass joke when I was a centaur, so thank you.
Everybody else did.
Hey, not Prissa.
The player.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah. So, anyways, you all get onto your horses, strap in the saddles, put on the very thick, heavy coats that all of you need in this environment to survive, and begin traveling. Ace, survival check, please.
All right.
I'll be keeping an eye out.
Hey,
in the
Jimmy. Oh,
Are you lost actually in Vasselheim? If you go following, yeah, go ahead, reroll it.
A natural 1 is a 14. Jeez.
Yeah, welcome to high-level gameplay, man.
that's better.
Me asking for skill checks at this point is mostly just curiosity.
Or by what degree we succeed.
Yeah.
Or fail.
Or if we find the hidden thing that saves the world.
So, you all follow after Ace, who, against his blue jacket in the sky and flying Pegasus, you all can keep track of. I assume you don't descend or ascend so very high that you're in the clouds where it's a lot more snowy.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to go up that high. I'm
About
probably
30 feet, 40 feet?
Yeah, 30, 40 feet up.
All right. So, you all begin following behind. So, I have Ace on your Pegasus in the air, Dorzin, Jimmy, Silrin, Kuma, Mary.
Yep.
Alrighty.
I would think that Mary would probably be between Sylvan and Kuma just in case something popped up.
Sure.
I don't know,
Proctors, how close do you want to be to the examinees?
60 feet or something, maybe?
Okay.
No, I'd say no. We're closer than that. We're
30, 40.
probably not as close as a normal D&D party, but maybe like 10, 15 feet, I would think.
Okay, so you give yourselves... So you're within fireball of one another, that's what you're saying?
Yeah, we're
Okay,
within
cool,
fireball.
cool.
In case we meet like a crazy Sarenrae cleric or something.
Those are never crazy.
Never will live that down.
Or a wildfire druid that's just like, burned!
That's in the other Exandria game.
Really?
Yeah, someone's playing it, it's great. But anyways, as you are following after Ace on the flying Pegasus, Ace, from this vantage point, you see over the horizon, and right past the tundra, it starts breaking up into sections of glaciers with flowing water between them. The water that's flowing seems to be very fast in its current, and I mean very fast, and seems to be dispersed from the side of a mountain itself that looks to be made almost entirely out of ice that is cracked and broken against. The gaps between each of the platforms is probably 15, 20 feet each of just a fast rush of water. You're muted.
I unmuted and then muted myself. I'll go ahead and hover. Well, gentlemen, it looks like there is some water ahead. There's going to be some great gaps in between, so we're going to have to figure out how to navigate that. If you look over that way, and I point toward where the water is coming from, the water is flowing from that direction, and it looks like there's 15, maybe 20-foot gaps in some areas, so we should come up with a plan.
I missed my horseshoes.
Silrin and Kuma, your experience in this area, there shouldn't be flowing water.
Yeah, no, that's
Mm-hmm.
that's not natural. It's too cold for it.
I thought water was natural.
Flowing water in the tundra, really?
Mm.
Maybe
Ah, I
that's
see.
what
The
glaciers
water
are.
flowing isn't okay.
What'd you say,
Could be
Dorzin?
frozen.
Could
I
be
was
from,
making a
like,
crack at. Isn't that what glaciers are?
Could be from like a geyser or something.
What, Mary? Do you remember a geyser here last time we were in the area?
Well, I don't know the entire area by well, off the back of my head, you know. Do
Doors
you?
would like to check the temperature of the water.
Well, you're not quite there yet. I was letting you know it's up ahead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're,
He
we're
rolled
probably,
insane on his check. He sees shit.
Can
I'm sure we're probably how many miles away?
Maybe A.
Okay, we're about a mile away. Just watch your footing to make sure, and let's watch the tree line. And if they stop, we know that. I just don't want us to end up on ice.
No tree
That might
lines.
crack.
There's only mountains. There was trees against that one
About where
mountain
we
that you
were.
passed. This is
Okay.
a tundra, wasteland of
Alright.
ice.
Hey, Jared, can I get a nice view of that using this item?
Wait. In conditions of clear visibility, it is slightly obscured further away because of the snow. You can make out details of even extremely distant creatures and objects as small as 2 feet across. And what is the range on that?
It didn't say. Probably the same thing as Eagle would get.
Yeah, that doesn't add up.
Yeah, that's literally just what it says in the description.
It's probably on top of your normal vision then.
Yeah, you can just make out fine details up to your range of vision, which is still only like 120 feet.
Yeah. Alright.
Just in a 360 radius.
Really good for a jeweler.
Yeah, definitely. But like you can see in your bubble incredibly well. But think of yourself as like Neji. You only have your bubble. Everything past that, you're pretty much blind. But anyways, do you all just keep moving?
Dorzin's gonna keep an active lookout.
So-
And can I do some sort of check, probably a nature check, to figure out why that would be flowing? Like if something melted the ice? Or
Sure, go
what's
for it.
the-
Dorzin, roll a perception, since you are actively trying to keep a watch.
Oh man, my rolls tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's not absurd to assume that some of these mountains or forms are just hulks of ice. Maybe something just shattered it, and the pressure of the water that would be salt water is still water and is just flowing now, but you can't, without seeing it, you can't really reasonably think of anything else.
Yeah, without seeing it, I don't trust it.
Fair enough. So, Dorzin's keeping his watch. After just shy of an hour's of travel, you've completed that mile journey. Keep in mind you are slowed down because of the nature of the terrain that you will find yourselves in. Only Storm and Ace are moving at full capacity right now up here.
And we're making sure we're not outdistancing them too much. We might go ahead and then come back.
Yeah. So, as you've made it out this far, you do see the very fast rushing currents of this water that cracks through the landscape very, very quickly. The white and blue crashing of these waves is kind of awe-striking. And Dorzin, you've seen currents like this out in the ocean during massive storms. Luckily, they're not that size, but like this speed of current.
That's
It's-
a lot of water.
It's a lot of force. It's a lot of water. It's deceptively strong.
Which way is it flowing from?
From the mountain across. And none of your eyesight ranges far enough to see where it ends.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's going west to eastish. and
West
we
to
need
east,
go-
yeah.
And then we need to go north, and then the fire is a little bit to the east, northeastish.
Hey, Joe, is there any animals around here, small or whatever? Like, I don't know.
There's a
Birds?
puppy.
That's going to be difficult. Survival check. It's a tundra. Finding animals is very difficult. 17's not good enough.
I
It's
figured.
we're talking like 25 minimum.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah. You look around and you look at Sir Superfang the Amazing, and they just smile at you. Hi. And you just keep going about your business.
Ace, you want to give us a little help us over?
Yeah, I think we can do that. Let me. How much of a distance does it seem like we're gonna have to go where this water's going? Is it like several miles? Is it like a mile, half mile?
You ascend up into the air, looking across. Maybe the platforms are fairly large in their own creation. It's those gaps that are going to be the difficult part. You think you're going to have to be jumping across them off and on for probably a good half mile.
Okay.
It's pretty massive.
Do you think it's better, guys? Do you think it's better for us to try to traverse the whole thing and help you get across, or should we piggyback it?
Jero, how wide is the this river we're trying to go across?
The breaks between the platforms are from 10, 15, up to 20 feet wide. There's multiples. It's not just one.
So, wow, so this is like a whole, like, not
For the
like
next half a mile, you have to do that periodically. Yeah.
Big freaking river.
I mean, I've got my puff pack. If we need Dorzin, if you can carry me, or I can go with Ace, and we can just get our way
Problem
over.
with that is we leave the horses.
Yeah, I mean, we can put it on the horse. That's not a problem. We're just gonna be down one horse.
When horses fly.
I mean, there's something I can do about that, but I want these newcomers to think of something.
Yeah. That's the
Oh,
point of
totally.
this. You're supposed to make them do it. You guys are actually going to get, yelled at for helping them already if it ever blurps out.
I
And
would
I
like to
mean,
check to see
just-
how deep the river is.
I mean, did we really help if all we did was cook some food that we got?
What's an aspect of survival? Eating.
We got the
Hunting.
fuckwood. We had rations.
Yeah. And just so you guys know, when this is player talking, when Ace is referring guys and team, he's just talking Jimmy and Dorzin. He doesn't. care
okay.
about- I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's fair.
He's not worried about getting you guys across. He's got a mission.
Take advantage of this. This is the one time the DM's telling the three of you to be assholes to the other three. Like,
I mean,
Originally, I was tempted to not let you win that dome.
yeah.
In the-
You don't know
oh,
each
no.
other. You guys are like whatever. Like,
that's fair. That's fair.
Dorzin would like to check to see how deep the river is. Like, I know it's fast and I know it's wide.
Jump in.
That's a good question. I thought I had something in my pack.
Dorzin, what are you doing by the water there?
Are there any trees?
no, it's an
Trees.
wide open tundra.
It's frozen desert.
You're not
Think,
gonna jump across,
polar bear
are you?
movies.
Wait, Dorzen, did you approach the water already, or are you wandering from afar?
I didn't know where we were in relation to the water, so I was just...
You're probably
Go-
like, you're within eyesight of it, so probably like a good 30, 40 feet away.
Okay, is there like a...
Uh-oh, he froze. Is that him or me?
That was it.
That
I know,
is
it's-
him in the as he fell into the water.
The tundra got to him.
That's him.
Yeah,
You
you
hear me
froze,
now?
dude. You froze. Yeah,
we
yeah,
can-
yeah. There we
can
go.
see it. You froze while you
Okay.
were trying to do a DBZ key blast.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
No,
So
he was
go ahead.
saying aliens.
Connection was unstable, apparently. I was asking if there was a rock nearby. Like a sizable rock.
Roll a perception check.
$20.
Rocks are more common, I would believe, especially with the nature of what... Yeah. You find a rock that's probably the size of your fist.
Alright, I'm gonna tie that with my 60 feet of rope, and I'm gonna try
Alright,
to like.
You pick it up. Give me a con save.
Gonna assume because it's freaking cold.
No.
Ooh, wow.
It is incredibly hot. And you just, fuck. You are going to
hot
suffer...
as in frostburn or hot as in boiling?
You suffer 6 points of fire damage. As you kind of picked it up, and you didn't realize the underside of this rock was like very charred and very, very disturbed and broken. It hurt.
Dorzen, what's wrong? Why the
This
face?
rock is freaking hot.
Oh, what? I'm gonna go over and investigate where the rock was and try to find out if this is like originating from the rock itself or from like the earth beneath it.
Okay. You go over, roll me a nature check.
$23.
So, this rock and other rocks like it out this far all seem misplaced. They're dark gray stone in nature, and they all seem very like smooth and well shaped on one side, but when you like flip them over, and this one in particular, they're charred and broken very jaggedly across it. By your estimate, something very fucking hot burnt through it very quickly and shattered it roughly 1.5 miles away from that mountain.
Okay, so the source of heat's emanating from the rock itself.
Yeah.
And whatever. Okay. So I explain all that to Dorzen.
I'm assuming Ace hears it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So originally I was thinking, gentlemen, that we should kind of like leapfrog across, but now I was going to go test out the next piece of land that's looks like it's about 30 feet away, but now I'm thinking I should just still have the horse issue though. So I was thinking we should just skip this whole water and just go ahead.
As a heads up, Ace, we can hear that conversation happening.
Sorry, yeah, I thought so. Hold on.
Yeah. Don't want someone to say something too private or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Yep.
So I don't know, but if I do take you both across, we're gonna have an issue with the horses.
Well, I mean, this isn't something that's natural. I mean, the water, the type of rock there, none of this really fits this area. And I don't know, should we be more worried about that or getting this creature?
Silrin, deck save. Okay. Those of you... Sorry. For now on, I'm going to say all of you, and that refers to not Jimmy, because everyone in this party has a very high passive.
Lies.
Say.
So, you all notice that Silverin approaches over towards the river to look a bit more closely, and parts of the landscape that they are standing on break, shatter, and fall. Sylvan, you are now being whisked away inside of this very fast, very heavy current. I need you to give me a strength saving throw.
Oh, crap.
Yep, the things I'm not good at.
Like
Oh.
ice breaking?
Yes, the ice cracked and broke underneath their footing.
I guess I should ask: when I'm in the river because Dorzen got burned, is it hot in the river?
I'll get to that. First off, 8 points of bludgeoning damage from your fall into the water. Now that you are getting thrown around aggressively, 16 points of bludgeoning damage from the water itself, and 6 points of cold damage while you are in there. The current is moving at this incredible fast pace that you try grabbing onto anything, but you already feel the hypothermia sitting into your skin. You're like, oh god, this is bad. Oh, this is bad. And you're just getting whirled around uncontrollably in there. I need initiative drawn right now.
How much damage? So I got the 8 down, but then you said something for more bludgeoning.
16
and more...
bludgeoning from the current, 6 cold.
Okay, so 16 bludgeoning. Shit,
I
Should
think
we
it was
just
like
pull
30.
our tokens?
Yes,
onto the
please.
map, or-
Yep. Yes, please.
Oh.
96. Sorry, math.
Yeah.
And how much cold?
6.
Okay, so I'm at. All right.
You should be fine
To
from
say-
just that, yeah.
To save the mean guy or not to save the mean guy?
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, you're not the only one who has the dilemma.
Oh lord.
Yeah, you don't have a Priss in the party anymore.
All right, everybody, select your tokens first before you roll initiative. That way, it will keep you tracking.
Wait, my token's not on there. Why isn't it?
It should
We
be.
haven't put our tokens here yet.
There you go.
There.
Yeah. You're all set up properly.
Okay, hold on one second. I'm having strained. Oh, there we go. It's clicked.
Oh, I have advantage on initiative because my Sentinel shield. Forgot about that.
Oh yeah, go ahead and do that. Go. Whoa, fucking ouch.
Yeah, stupid ouches.
Oh my god, ouch is evolved.
Wait, what?
He's larger than Vasselheim itself.
You know, I would have pushed it past Jimmy to actually make that.
Oh, for crying out loud.
There you
I
go.
can scale him down. Yeah, there we go. That's...
All right, is that everybody?
Is the pup thing on the initiative or no?
No.
Okay.
I'm not risking. No, I only see 5 people. Somebody didn't click their token. Ace.
Oh, I see it on there. You don't see it on there?
I do not.
I did not.
Not the initiative tracker.
I clicked it. Okay, let me try it again.
Yep, just change it to
Is
20
your
after.
token highlighted?
Yep. Do you want me to roll it again, or?
Yes, please. Just change it to the 20 after.
There we go.
Nope, it didn't track you again. Nope.
More time. I know it's clicked.
I got you. You're there already.
Okay.
So, first up, you all watch that happen, and from what might possibly be Silverin's last words is motherfucker. Mary, you obviously notice.
Yeah. How far does it seem like he's been drawn away already?
With your passive, you no longer see him, and you were about 30 feet from the ledge itself.
Okay. Shit.
Yeah, you failed that strength save by a large margin. You're just being manhandled by it right now.
Alright, fuck everyone, just do something. And I'm going to jump off the horse and move over closer, not too close to the ledge. And I want to...
What's not too close?
let's say, well, how far was Sylvan when he gave away under him?
You look over to the spot that presumably he would have been seated at, maybe 10 feet away from it.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull back a little bit and try and just I'll stop like 15 feet from the edge then.
Okay.
And I'll pull out, as part of my movement, I'll just pull out my rope with the grappling hook and cast.
Go fishing.
Basically, I'll cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
And use that to to just force the rope as far as I can underneath the ice.
Okay, so 30 feet.
Direct it. Well, yeah.
All right, the hand can only hold 10 pounds of pressure, right?
Isn't it 25, I think?
No, it's 10.
It's 10.
It's 5.
Are you trying to? I might be imagining this wrong. Are you trying to get the hand to like toss the grappling hook out, but you're
or
holding
to
onto the
carry
rope?
it under the current?
I'm trying to. I can't see Silren's shape under the ice, right?
No.
I'm basically trying to use the Mage Hand to control the grappling hook underneath the ice in the direction I assume he would be in.
Okay. 10 pounds of pressure is all that it can handle. The current is moving with a lot more pressure than that. I'm going to say give me a spell attack. Let's see if your focus on the hand can move it with the current well enough that the current doesn't just rip the item out of it and just take it off.
Yep. Let's see.
This is like Raging Waters plus.
Yeah. I actually haven't set up the spell attack thing, but see.
Any of your spell attacks.
Yep. I'm just gonna roll 20 plus 7. I think.
Wait, I got 4 words. What's going on, guys?
15. Unfortunately, the moment your hand goes down with the grappling hook, you just watch as it grips it as hard as it can, but the rope is just pulled out. The rope and the hook are just somewhere in the water now.
Yep. And I'll just grab hold of the rope at my end and just I can't do that much more.
Alrighty, that's your turn.
No, I still have a bonus action. So yeah, I'm gonna use a bonus action to just dash further down the stream, staying the same length away from the edge.
Alright, so staying 15 feet away from the ledge and just running parallel with it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you all watch as Mary just fuck and just takes off running along the ledge. Kuma!
Staying on the horse, I'd like to go down the same way as Mary is.
Yeah.
And do I see Silren?
What's your passive?
Passive is 16 and I got the bubble.
You do have the bubble, but you still have to...
Which can see into ethereal, so it can go...
Ethereal is different from ice, currents, obstructions. Physical objects stop you from seeing.
Right.
Ethereal is non-physical things do not stop you from seeing. If you would like to use your action to perceive, you're welcome to do that.
Sure.
22. Silren is about 60 feet down, so a total of 90 feet away from where you started, and is currently underneath the ice cap itself. You see as one of the currents twists, and his head pops up for the briefest of moments, and you notice the discontent in his eyes as he gets whisked underneath. He's now moved down the stream 90 feet, is now moving sideways, back southwards.
I'll point him out like, he's over there. And
on horseback, 40 feet.
Yeah, try and get my horse to go as fast as you can. Can I use my bonus action to start tying a rope to a javelin?
Sure. Harpoon.
She blows.
Ace,
Wait, come on, what are you doing? Ah!
with your passive, you look back and you see the area that Silverin is flying with and is now underneath the ice cap, and you can kind of almost calculate where he's going to be with the current.
Okay.
90 feet away from you and southwards back about 20 feet additional.
Okay. I'm going to start heading that way. Jero, have I ever seen like a walrus before, or some type of... What other type of sea creatures have I seen?
A seal? A penguin?
You've spent a good amount of time on the Menagerie Coast.
Yeah.
Which
The
means
world tour.
only the warm sea creatures you've seen. Out in this tundra, you haven't seen any aquatic creatures yet. I mean, other than large fish.
Some penguins like it warm.
No.
No.
Well, you haven't seen Surf's Up then?
Yeah.
So one other thing. So he's under the ice. Does it look, by the current, does it look like it's going to head back? Does it look like he's going to keep going farther under?
You can't discern the current very easily without investigating the current. You just see the direction he's currently being propelled.
Okay. Okay. Dorzen, toss me your rope, because you had the rope out, right, Dorzen?
Yeah. Before all this shenanigans happened.
Yeah. So I'm gonna try, and I'm gonna get the rope, and then I'm gonna fly toward. I'm gonna
Wait.
gauge-
Dorzen, do you willingly hand him your rope?
Sure.
Okay, there you go. You go ahead.
All right. I know. I'm debating. Like every time there's a in the party, I'm like, So. Okay, so I'm gonna fly in the trajectory that he's going, and I'm gonna try to go.
What's the flying speed of Storm?
It's quite a bit. Let me see.
I believe it's like 50 or something like that.
Storm.
90. Holy
90,
shit.
90,
You can actually fly right over to where they're about to be.
Okay. Yeah, I want to try to get, based on where he's headed, I want to get not just there, but one turn, like, so then on the next turn
Meet him halfway there. Yeah. Have you used your action yet?
No. Unless grabbing the rope was an action.
No. That's interacting with an object is a free action.
Okay.
So you fly over to where Silverin is probably going to be.
And then
you have an action. Yeah.
Can I? Oh shit! I don't want to do that. I'm gonna jump off onto the ice and make a hole. No. I don't want to go through. I am gonna drop. Let's see. So yeah, I want to gauge where he's going to be the next time, and as an action, I'm going to drop some. Oh, it's not going to happen in time.
All right, fast pace. What are we doing?
Yeah,
Silverin's drowning right now. Silverin's dying.
Yeah, I'm going to go twice the distance and drop some metal bar.
All right, so you dash out further to where you believe he's going to be. Give me a survival check. 30. You estimate by the best of your knowledge which direction it's going to be, and you use Storm's heavy wings to brush away some of the heavy, thick snow so that you can see through the ice.
Sorry about that, guys. I had an idea until I knew he was under ice.
Dorzen.
Yeah, the ice is kind of screwing with my idea too.
Yep.
So with my passive, I know he's like 90 feet away, right?
What's your passive? Over 20? Yes.
24.
Yeah.
Question.
Yeah.
If I'm underwater, can I use my burning hands as a jet boost?
No.
Okay.
No.
It's counting on that to catch up.
No, sorry. I mean, you can yeet yourself into the water and just hope.
Your wings
One
would
other-
probably help with swimming faster.
I know it's Dorsen's turn, but one other quick question: how thick is the ice? Ish.
That's a very good question.
With your survival and perception, about 6 to 8 inches.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Pretty fucking thick. Now, closer to the edge, presumably it's not, but, you know. You wouldn't have known unless you went out there. So, Dorsen, what are you doing?
Okay, damn it. I can't see him, right?
No, you just saw where he was heading, and with the trajectory of the current, you kind of estimate where he's going.
Yeah, that won't work then. Okay. Fuck. Okay, I'm just going to use my action to dash where Ace is, because I can't do anything.
What's your base movement? 30?
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
you get
dash-
2/3 of the way to Ace.
Yep. That's all I can do.
You just run up as best as you
Oh
possibly
wait,
can.
I'm still on my horse. No, I got off my horse to get the rock. Never mind.
Yeah.
Get off your high horse.
Jimmy!
Where'd Silverin go, guys? Why we're supposed to go? Come on! And I'm going to ride my horse down towards where everybody seems to be going along the shoreline.
Good.
I miss my legs.
What the hell is he talking about?
So you're running down the shoreline the direction everybody else is going?
Yeah.
Okay.
He just said heading. I don't know if he's running. Where are they gone?
It's only funny because we know you're probably surviving this.
Right. Don't worry,
I mean,
Silverin. I got
people
two
seemed
seconds.
worried. I'm like, trying to catch up.
Yeah.
I'm a druid. Nature is my domain. Nature's just currently kicking my ass for some reason.
Arma's a bitch.
So Jimmy, are you doing anything with your action or just dashing?
Just dashing, yeah. catching
Alrighty.
up.
Silverin, at the start of your turn, I already know which direction you're heading because Ace rolled such a good survival, you were heading in that direction. However, I need you to give me another strength saving throw. 19 is a success. Good shit. Alrighty. As you are being slammed around aggressively, you're taking half damage from the bludgeoning, which is going to be, is that a 1 or a 10? Oh, that's a 1. Okay, 5. 10 points of bludgeoning, halved down to 5. And 6 points of cold damage. Now take your turn.
Yeah, so
And you will
as
survive this.
Sylvan is just under this water and stuff, he's just kind of, I imagine he's just looking up at the ice and it's just like, I hate everything right now. And how thick did you say the ice was? It was like
About
like there's
8
no-
inches, 6 to 8 inches at most points.
shit, so there's no like breaking, like there's no like small holes or whatever, or cracks.
Not the direction you're heading right now. There are
Right.
breaking and cracks further away. You know this because of what you heard from Ace, but controlling where you're going like this is very difficult.
I mean, how far away would you say if some of those cracks and stuff would be
Maybe 100 feet
with the current or like just
against the current, the opposite direction.
Fuck. Well, I mean, I kind of have an idea. I just don't know if it would work.
Push
So
comes to shove,
if-
you just take more damage next round.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna wild shape into a into what's those salmon that like swim upriver?
Salmon?
Salmon.
Salmon.
He says,
Yeah, salmon.
Funnily enough, in the American Southwest, they do call it salmon, and it drives me crazy.
They do.
Salmon. It's I don't know.
What backwater state is that?
There's an L in there. Come on.
Texas, New Mexico, or
Of course.
West Texas, New Mexico.
I like me some salmon.
But yeah, I turn into a I'm trying to say it the way I'm used to saying it my way.
Salmon.
Ignore the L. Just forget there's an L.
On.
Salmon. And I try to, like, the instincts of this fish, swim upriver.
Okay. Because of your level of druidity, you understand which salmon would be best suited for this environment. And as you shape into this form, you're tolerating the cold a little better. It was getting worse the longer you're inside of it, obviously. And now you start swimming up current at a rate of about 30, 40 feet. Ace, as you've got to this good point, you look down and you're like, oh, great, this is where he's coming. And you see a fish appear and then just start swimming the other direction.
Son of that's 4 words.
I could imagine with Silrin's passive perception too, he sees Ace and is just like,
yeah, we have no idea.
What do you like? He just thinks of himself, what are you gonna do? Flips him off and then fish.
Ace as a Texan, son of a is 1 word.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I'll finish that. I'll finish that
then. But anyways, you start swimming back up current. It was your action to be shape. So
yeah, and movement. So that's
you're unimpeded by the heavy current though in this form.
Yeah.
You just woo 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 woo. Okay. For all intents and purposes, we are out of combat now, or out of initiative. So as all of you are freaking out looking for him, starting to pop out of different areas, Silverin, you flop up as a fish, landing on the side, just flopping back and forth, and then lying there in your own form.
Ooh, I caught something.
Get the fish. Did he just do that on purpose?
Yes, of course, because I wanted to see what all of you would do.
Well, we weren't gonna let you drown.
Insight check.
Yeah,
that was
as well.
That was dripping with such heavy sarcasm.
You're successful. Yeah. However, Kuma, I will point out to you that currently you are soaking wet in freezing water. You are still taking cold damage.
You mean Silrin? Because I didn't go.
Silverin. Yeah. So that'll be another 7 points of cold damage now.
7?
Yeah, you get more dice the longer you're cold in a tundra.
And you're wet now,
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
Someone grab the heat rock.
I'm going to produce flames in both hands to try to help warm myself up.
Okay. You all just watch as he sits there cradling fire, just warming his body and core as best as he possibly can right now.
Press the digitation to just dry him.
Good. There you go.
Pup, get over here.
Well,
Crawls into your lap.
And I hug the dog for warmth.
Oh, it's so nice when you're cold because then you actually hug me like you care about me. I love it.
Oh.
It's true.
Are you gonna be okay? Do we need to wait for you?
No. Just give me a moment.
Yeah. Jimmy Dorsen, I think they obviously can handle themselves.
Well, no, he said he wanted a moment.
Oh.
It's God damn it.
If this was like Silrin is Kuma's something to be self-aware or something like shit.
So while we're around this river, so this doesn't happen again, Silrin's gonna activate his winged boots, and he's not gonna like straight up fly, but he's gonna basically mimic the horseshoe effect that Dorsen used to have.
So just utilize it to stay above the current and then drop down. Above and drop down. for 10 minutes total that you can do per day.
Well, not like above and drop, like just basically so that I'm weightless. I'm gonna be I'm touching the ground, but I'm weightless kind of thing with the flying.
Oh, so you're straight up using it for 10 minutes. Okay, gotcha.
As long as we're around the river.
Good enough, good enough. So, are you just waiting a few minutes, or are you taking a short rest?
So, have you figured out a way to cross yet?
Well, we were talking about.
We did, then you fell in the river.
And he's the expert.
The expert what?
No, nothing. Just
Oh, Silverin is amazing at survival and nature and hunting and killing and living. It's so cool. I've seen him do so many really cool things. Yeah, he's so amazing at it. Like, he's the best I've ever seen.
I think he might be showing off.
Perhaps. Jiro, I sent you a message. In Roll20, I believe. I don't know why I said that because I know it was in Roll20.
He hasn't showed off the killing thing yet, though. Is he about to kill something too?
Quite possibly.
Yes, the rogue halfling.
Willing creatures. That's all it says. Ace.
Okay.
So creatures.
Creature. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So they'd have to be like actively not willing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Jimmy Dorzen, I have an idea.
Okay.
I'll be back in 10 minutes or so. I'm going to take Storm, and I'm going to fly to the other side of where we're headed.
Okay. Well, before you leave, Silverin and I have been whispering.
Okay.
Silverin, while you were being whipped around down there, you really didn't see much, but as soon as you turned into your salmon form and started swimming up the current, you did notice there was a large structure underneath the ice. It looked kind of like the shape of a building. Completely frozen shut.
Just one building, not like multiple?
You only saw the one.
Follow-up question. Where is that one town that we're looking for? Like
north.
Close to it? North? Okay.
It is north, probably another 5 or 6 miles, which means that's about 5 hours away. With minimal obstructions.
And was there another town like in between there that was maybe 5-4 miles? Okay.
No. This is a tundra. It sucks.
The wall is the true north.
Well, have you figured anything out yet?
I think Ace might have an idea.
Yeah. Now Ace takes off. I was just giving you an opportunity if somebody shared something to be there.
How wide did you say the stream was? Okay.
How wide? 10, 15-foot gaps. Sometimes
half
20.
Mile, I think. Yeah.
Well, it's a half mile of this breakage.
Okay.
So,
Hey,
Ace.
Mary.
So, yeah, I'm going to go to the other side of this on Storm, making sure that I'm probably not near the ice. Probably go another, 200 feet
higher. Okay.
And I'm gonna fly across. So I'm actually making the trek. So I'm still staying, 40, 50 feet in the air, but traveling across at 90 feet a turn. And I want to fly completely to the other side and then go in another 100 feet and see if there's any rocks or anything that I can pick up from that side.
All right, roll me a perception check, please.
Yep.
Okay, as you get over to the other side and you breach further about 100 feet or so, from this vantage point, you look back over at the mountain and there appears to be tunnels on it. large tunnels that look charred around the edges. And you do find some more sporadic, actually no rocks on this side. Instead, what you find are tiny little branches that are frozen over.
I'm gonna grab a branch, just a little piece of it. Get back on Storm, and then head back to the party.
Thank you, Wyatt, for the biddies. Let me know which character's joining this game. Alrighty, so you take that up and you go back. Mary and Silren, go ahead and have your conversation.
Oh, okay. Mary, you're educated, at least somewhat, right?
Yeah, let's suppose.
Do you know of any ruins or buildings that used to exist around this area?
No.
Alright, well, I saw one down there, so maybe
So
go
you
back
saw
to
a
school
building
bit.
down in the river.
Yes, there was a building down under the water.
Well, that's a strange place to put a building.
No, of course it's not. It's where the mermaids and tritons would live.
You're gonna have to work on your persuasion skills.
That's what I have you for.
Fair enough. But yeah, I do not know anything of any buildings in this area.
Dorzen, what if they're testing us? What if we're not supposed to really kill something, but we're supposed to like save them, and maybe we'll get in that way?
Yes, because the true treasure is the friends you've made along the way.
As a line, I know you know it.
A what?
It's not a lie. You can use friends for lots of things. They're in some ways even more valuable than treasure.
Exactly. For example, you could have one friend who's better at talking to other people than you are, or you could have another friend who likes to get in front of you so you don't have to get hurt.
That's Ace and Dorzen. They do both of those things.
There you go. See, you get it.
Yeah.
So,
Ace, did you find anything?
Ace is not back yet.
Oh, I thought he was returning.
No, he had to half a mile. He was going to be returning until this happened. Ace, as you're looking up at the mountain, you watch as a ripple appears right beside you in the air, and a very distraught, patchworked beard human with dark brown skin steps out, grabbing his arms, rubbing them.
Hello, friend.
What the fuck is this place?
Where did you come from?
Am I in Vasselheim?
Not any longer. Vasselheim is quite a ways back.
Vishnu?
We are north of Vasselheim.
Yeah, Vish. Okay, cool. I have this letter for you. He kind of wanders over and hands you a tiny little letter and note and goes, okay. And then just sits down in the cold.
Do you have a way back, or am I supposed to read the letter before you leave, or?
What? Do whatever you want.
Okay.
I just gotta wait for it. A rip appears, pulls him inside, and then he disappears very quickly.
Okay.
Yep. Thank you, Wyatt, for Willie.
That's really awesome.
I feel so bad for that kid.
Okay, I'm
alive.
gonna go ahead and read the letter now.
Okay. This is a letter addressed to the Queen of Vishnu, warning her of a tragic battle that is coming her way from a very old white dragon that is coming through her terrain. Apparently, her council members hunted some of the young of this dragon, and because of that, the dragon has joined the side of the betrayers in order to destroy her kingdom and bury it forever. This letter is dated roughly back during the time of the calamity.
What?
It's Willie.
I feel like that's supposed to explain something.
For people in other games, it will.
Okay, so I'm going to fold up the letter and
Fly back.
fold it up, put it in, and then, fly back.
So go ahead and have your discussion, everybody. Ace is back. Yay.
All right, Jimmy Dorzen. Woo! What an adventure I had, and it was brief. Marvelous, actually, though. So a couple things. One, I can get us to the other side. We can keep going the way that we were headed. Two, I did notice that there are some cave-like structures over in the mountain near the water. Seems to be a little like there might be some heat coming from there. Very interesting to check out. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say for now. So my question to you is, do you think we should keep heading north because that's where the village is, but it seems something strange is happening on the mountains?
I think probably checking out the mountain wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, we're not far from the village, but we can always head back that way if nothing turns up.
Correct. And it might be a good place if it gets late. We can,
and we
stay the
won't
night there.
we won't have to get rid of our horses. We can just kind of follow the river up that way.
Dorzen, thoughts?
You said you found tunnels?
Yeah, there's like cave type tunnels up in the mountains. Something weird. Joe, you said they were like smoky or like they were
Charred around the edges.
charred, and they were charred around the edges.
As well, this river shouldn't be flowing because of the temperature. So if I were to make a guess, something's going on at the mountain that's causing this river to flow. Perhaps maybe something settling in and carving out some ice that caused a drift or
Is this a trick?
something.
Are you?
Dragons do love mountains.
Yeah, I was thinking that, and if it is a dragon, and I don't know much about dragons, could be fire breathing something. But Silverin, hold on, Dorzen, Jimmy, come here, and I huddle them away.
Team huddle.
Team huddle.
Are we?
All right. So they're supposed to observe us. I don't know if they're supposed to distract us. I know they're not supposed to help us. But the going underwater was a big distraction. But now he's wanting us to actually go up in the caves. I don't know.
You weren't here. I told Dorzen that maybe it's a secret mission. Like we're supposed to save them, and then they'll let us in.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I think he was just fell into the river.
Okay, so you think he just fell into the river?
Like
That was the
turned
next-
into a fish. Like he wouldn't do that on purpose. That doesn't make any sense.
What
You
about the
met
cave?
many druids, Jimmy?
No. What's a druid?
Are you
I turned to
shitting
Ace.
me?
You want to take that one?
I've never met a druid before.
Yeah, I know. And Silverin with his high perception's probably like over there and just hears that. It's like, are you shitting me?
Do you want to explain this, or should I?
Like
I mean,
a nature magic, but they're really tied to nature. They
Nature magic.
yeah, based on the stories and songs and stuff like that. There's all sorts of them. They work with nature. Some turn into animals. Some eat small children.
Wait, what?
So like a wild wizard.
Yeah, like a wild wizard. Some are good,
Ex-
some are bad.
I think I've read about some of those before. That's
Jimmy, the biggest thing that you might want to know is their magic is not arcane or divine, I think. If I remember things about druids right.
They're technically divine, but it's not in the same capacity as clerics. It's more of their
Nature.
intuition towards the world and the universe, compared to the calling upon a god to do magic.
They don't need no god to do their magic.
Yeah.
Jimmy would actually really like that, actually, I think.
So it doesn't seem like. I think it was intentional, but I don't know if it was intentional for the bad or a good reason.
Okay, good. And I do agree with you, Jimmy, on checking out the caves up there. I think that's a good idea. I was just wanted to check because, Silren was suddenly pushing us that way, but I don't think he's supposed to, and I don't know. I'm just really confused. But
I mean, they've been pretty helpful so far. I mean, like Kuma gave us the food, and Mary, she's very knowledgeable, and she's already helped us so much.
Just throw them under the bus when we go forward.
Yes, they. I would agree. Mary's at least been.
I'm not
very
gonna tell them because I don't want them to get in trouble if that's going to happen. So, but I think they're pretty good.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I think we should still investigate the cave. This river is entirely unnatural for this area.
Yeah.
Right.
I've never heard of a river north of Vasselheim like this.
And blues like deserts, so it would make sense he's trying to heat everything up.
That could be the rock thing. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we can go check it out, and just keep an eye on that weird reptile thing and Silren. I don't quite trust them.
The weird reptile.
We have the new Suyurik.
More concerningly, they trust Mary.
That was my plan all along.
Actually, that's a good question. Have the three of us ever seen a lizard person before?
Yeah,
We've
Tessa.
seen Tessa.
I thought they were different species.
They
No,
are,
they're dragonborn.
Okay.
but none of you are well educated in different cultures and communities.
That's
so
also very true.
Yeah.
So you just think he's a dragonborn?
Yeah, just brown instead
Or
of
whatever what
white.
heck Tessa was.
Yeah, just brown instead. That's all. I mean, Jimmy, of course, you've seen. What? Actually, no. You probably wouldn't. You've not been in any of those places. It's cold. Lizard folk don't like cold.
Only one who maybe might know is Ace. World Tour.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know I've heard stories, but just
Yeah.
Let's see.
all right. So we have a plan, shall we?
Yep. Let's go.
Beautiful.
Ace picks up. Okay, so we are going to head out. You guys can follow or not?
Well, of course you're going to follow. You're supposed to judge what you do.
Judge. Yeah.
Mary?
Wait, what?
Observe is the word. I assume. What?
Same thing.
Now get ready to help carve up a dragon.
Well, Kuma's good at that sort of thing.
Remember, we're only supposed to intervene if you're close to death.
Yeah, but if a dragon sees you, you're fighting.
Yeah, no, if a dragon sees you, you're probably already going to be close to death, Kuma.
I doubt it.
What are those odds?
Prefer to stay hidden from the dragon if possible while observing, but yeah. Well, if things comes to the worst and we'll have to intervene, then so be it.
I mean, you all seem really good at hiding. I didn't even sense you when we were at the cave, so I think you'll be okay.
Mm-hmm. But just for the sake of safety, for all of us, and so if we're ready to move out, Sylvan's going to use his staff to cast Pass Without a Trace on everyone.
All right.
How far away is the mountain, Ace?
About a mile or so.
And
it's
to
about
the
it's about a
base.
mile.
or just Kuma and Mary.
They still reset everybody.
Yeah, everyone.
Yeah. And also, don't forget about the animal companions either, because it's very, very important to
The
always
puppy
remember
is
Super Fang, the amazing, gets passed without trace.
Yeah, no. Like, always.
Yeah.
You just,
Oh, I'm yelling at Kuma. They excluded him.
Oh, yeah.
If this dog can live through this fight,
this dog will live through this fight.
Of course,
if it
he's
doesn't,
a level 20 rogue. What do you think?
I mean, I've only known this dog for 2 sessions, but if anything would have happened to it, I would kill all of you and then myself.
That show. But anyways, with all of you now facing towards the mountainside and walking over in that direction, I think this is where we're going to go ahead and take our break. So, we will be right back.